Good evening. Today is Monday, March 9th, 2026. Time has moved forward. Well, it moved forward yesterday, so I lost an hour of sleep. But I think to myself, am I really going to be okay? Then I think on my life and that part of me believes that I am a failure. Part of me feels like I'm a failure. I've been on this earth for 46 years. I am, I guess it's kind of a person. I, I'm the type of person who is not approachable. Bit of a creep. Maybe that's why I can't, but I'm also a very toxic person. Longest job I had for 9 years. Lost it all because of a destructive meltdown. All because I was just be helping out a friend. Someone I thought was a friend. I went on not being successful. You know, I'm not in a successful career. I don't have kids. I'm the only one in my family of three that does not have a child. That I do not know of. But knowing me, I don't have kids. Well, it it hurts a little that I'm not successful. I'm not a dad. I don't have someone to turn to. It it really burns. It really sucks. That part of me feels like I'm a failure. Failed in relationships, failed at procuring an heir, failed at my business, at my occupations, failed at everything. I now work at home as a phone interviewer. I'm not at a corporate job. I'm not at a cubicle. Tapping on keyboards or moving a mouse around for, well, not being at home for 9 to 10 hours. Well, when I had a vehicle, 8 to 9 hours. I'm. It's just um, I, really part of me sees myself as a failure. feels like I'm worthless because I don't have anyone on my side. Well, I don't have anyone to talk to of the opposite sex. That is not a platonic friend. I not financially stable. I mean, is anyone in this day of age? Have I actually so bent on luck based winning to get rid of my financial woes? I don't like that. But there's so much red governmental red tape now that I have to follow that I can't, you know, be successful, very successful, unless unless I pay for everything. So I'm here, not really so miserable with my life because I haven't done things I wanted in my life, and it feels like it's slowly fading away. But I'm also told that a lot of people do not, there are few people, there, like people out of the blue become famous late in their time. Maybe I'll find success later in my life. But part of me feels like I failed. But like I'm not in a good paying career. But then again, I don't know, my mental capabilities can only do so much, and mixed with physical and mental, like I haven't released a violent outburst yet. I'm trying not to. I've gotten angry, but it was only for a short while. I've Sometimes it's not easy, and if I feel the show a few times, like once or twice a day, because everyone thinks I'm a robot. I don't sound like a robot. It's the, the principle of the job that we have to do. But it feels like I'm nothing more than a robotic voice. If I only had the money to get myself out of this hole to live, That doesn't mean if I get the money to live, doesn't mean I'm going to sit down all day and do nothing. I may not be built for the corporate world, and then therein lies the problem. Not everyone who's neurodivergent is going to thrive in the corporate world. There are some who can do it. There are some who can't. I'm probably one of the ones who can't thrive in the corporate world. Would that be considered lazy? No, probably. But so I put my emphasis on my art. It's not gonna look like a masterpiece because I'm an abstract artist. I think with my heart and I paint with my heart, paint my mind, my heart, and paint what I feel. That is what I'm feeling. Not something that's going to be perfect, and that I believe that's why I feel like a failure. Because I wanted everything to be so perfect. I wanted everyone to like me. I got so bent on trying to please everyone, I never got a chance to be myself. But, trying to, appease the bosses, appease the people that really didn't care about you, made turned my life miserable because I listened to everyone because I wanted to please everyone. I wanted to please my significant other's parents because I wanted to prove I wasn't a nobody. I wanted to prove I didn't. I'm not lazy. I'm not a lazy good for nothing. I wasn't this arrogant jerk. I was the perfect little person to make sure that I don't feel that I'm not a stereotypical black person, but at the same time, I know I should have drawn boundaries, but I wanted I wanted approval, and that was my problem. I wanted approval. I was so much of a people pleaser because I wanted approval from everyone and not even thinking about myself. I it felt that I wanted to belong, and feeling like and that failure felt like I didn't. I'm not part of that world. Like I don't belong. It bites. Had I learned of my diagnosis earlier in my life, I probably still be single, not married, or in a relationship. And but more aware of what I am, of my mental capability and my mental health and my neurodivergence. I would have learned that, sometimes things don't go the way they plan, but that doesn't mean you should give up. yes, I am a nothing. I'm good for nothing now because what I enjoy doing does not really pay the bills, does not uh, support a significant other, does not support a child. I am nothing more than a starving artist, and that's fine. But now, instead of looking for approval, I'm really not looking for validation. I just want to show the world who I am in my paintings. I may not get the recognition or popularity I want, but all I want to do is be known. I will continue writing because sometimes I do better writing. I will continue doing my V journals because it shows that, I'm here and I know that you can hear me. So I'll keep doing these things. I may not have the money to do what needs to be done, but I will keep trying. Hell, even 100 grand would be sound nice right about now. I shouldn't be really talking about money right now. I should be really thinking about what I need to do in my life and what I want to do. Instead of, but what I want to do is make 2 or 3 more paintings, then see if that amount is worth doing an art show. I'm doing what I need to do, and that is work. Even though I don't work 9 to 5, it's still work. It's enough to pay the bills and to keep my sanity at bay. Maybe one day someone does pick up one of my paintings and I don't become popular, I don't become big, but it's just enough to where I can live the rest of my life, not worrying about financial woes, where I can paint for the rest of my life and not have to worry about anything unless it is dire. And with that, wow, I really thought once again I was going to make it a short one, but it seems this one's a long one too. I am actually not going to do a journal bit today because this is a long one. So there's that. I couldn't find anything to talk about Friday. That's why there wasn't one Friday. Hopefully I'll have something to talk about tomorrow so I can be consistent. And always remember, tell someone you love them. It doesn't matter if it's a parent, a grandparent, a child, a relative, a sibling, a loved one, or a complete stranger. Always tell someone you love them, because you'll never know when you'll tell them you love them for the last time. And if you made it this far and you like what I talk about, if you like caring about my life, go ahead and like and subscribe. It'll help me out just a little bit. So until tomorrow, this is Shannon signing off.